In 2025 we are checking off some wild goals.
We are pushing our limits and we will take you along for the ride.
So are you ready to join our epic adventure?
We want to be on a sailboat.
Alright, let's kick this off with sailing. I always wanted to be on a sailboat.
We actually know someone who owns a boat and is willing to take us along.
We want to make a 2-day hike.
Next up, we want to make a 2-day hike and spend some serious time in nature.
The goal is to embrace the outdoors fully, maybe even extend it to 3 days if we feel like.
We want to hike a 3000 meter peak.
For the next goal we want to hike a 3000 meter mountain. This is going to be very challenging for us.
We are thinking of Matterhorn in Switzerland or Pitzbuin in Austria.
We want to see 5 animals in the wilderness.
Next up on the list, we want to see more than 5 animals in nature. We are planning on staying at a place which is known for its wildlife.
I'll be bringing my camera for sure, but we will need a lot of patience. Wildlife doesn't always show up when you want it.
We want to sleep 3 nights in a tent.
So this one is simple. In the year 2025 we want to sleep in a tent for at least 3 different trips.
Last year we stayed 2 nights in a tent. The first one was when we cycled around Lake Constance and the other one was when we hiked in the Austrian Alps.
We want to walk 100,000 steps.
The goal is to walk 100,000 steps in one go. It is meant to be a challenge for our mindset.
Yeah, it's all about pushing our limits and keeping our mindset strong.
We want to build a geocache.
We really enjoy geocaching at the moment, and this is why we want to build our own geocache this year.
Exactly. We will need to find the perfect spot and when we have finished it, we will register it online.
We want to visit a rugby match.
We've never attended a rugby match before. The atmosphere is supposed to be incredible.
We will plan our trip around the match, maybe even make a whole weekend out of it.
We want to do a 2-day bicycle tour.
This year we cycled around Lake of Constance. We want to make a 2-day bicycle tour again in 2025.
It will be a great way to see a different side of a region and get some serious exercise.
We want to complete the half marathon in under 2 hours.
Completing a half marathon in under 2 hours is a really big goal for us. We have run half marathons before, but this time we want to push ourselves to the limit.
We are definitely going to have a training plan. We don't know where, but the goal is to make it under 2 hours.
We want to go on a camper van tour.
In this year we made a trip to the Côte d'Azur in France. It was one of the best trips I've ever made. This idea for the YouTube channel was born on this trip.
We actually have access to a camper van and we are planning to make it to Scandinavia or the Balkans.
We want to try couchsurfing.
Finally, we want to try couchsurfing. The idea of staying with locals and experiencing their culture has always fascinated me.
Yeah, it's all about stepping out of our comfort zones. It will be a great way to meet new people, save some money and dive deeper into the culture like a local.
So that's the list. These are the goals that we want to achieve in 2025.
We've got a year ahead of us with some challenges, great adventures and some crazy experiences.
If you want to keep on track with our adventures, please consider subscribing. Scheiße. If you want to keep on track with our adventures,
please consider subscribing
and leave a like.